Chicago woman fatally shot after dropping her son off at school. More after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. Today's video, we have a Chicago woman who dropped her son off at school and was fatally shot. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A 31-year-old Chicago woman identified as Meeks was fatally shot in the face during a fight with another woman identified as Holly Johnson while dropping her son off at school. The incident occurred in the South Loop area of Chicago, and the offender, Holly Johnson, was taken into custody by police. Now, videos of the incident and a note from Meeks to her son have gone viral, and reports indicate the two women know each other. How do they know each other? They share the same baby father. I'm going to dive in right here, give you a few pieces of information, and then we're going to go in. I'm going to give you my spill. We're going to get you up out of here. First and foremost, Meeks and Holly Johnson. They both share their baby father, who is known as, Carlos on Facebook. And if you go on his page, he's also known as Carlos Losos Way, like Losos Way. So however you say that. But yeah, they got into an argument. And both of them, everything kind of went left real quick. Like, it started out as a verbal altercation, then moved to some threats being thrown, and then next thing you know, the lady was saying that I'm licensed to carry, and next thing you know, she pulls her gun out and then she shoots the lady in the face. End up killing Meeks. It's unfortunate because just previously she left her son a note saying, "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to do this. Blank, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, Mommy." And I'm quite sure she left that note to him, and it's something that kind of get the kid over the hump. He might have been having some tough times in school. It's always good to reassure your children that you're proud of them, that you love them, and that everything will be fine. And she did what she needed to do. Unfortunately, Ramika, lost her life over altercation, and she was actually studying to become a registered nurse. So there's that. But life does not give us, what we want in life. Sometimes in life we gotta go after it. We gotta go fight to go get it, and there's always obstacles in the way. It's gonna stop you from getting to where you need to get to, and one thing leads to another, and then stuff like this happen. But this is not every situation. This is not every thing that happens to everyone. I'm gonna read you a little excerpt that was on Instagram that was reported, and maybe it'll give you a little more insight as to what I just said. kind of help you put you in the mind of what was going on. Now it says, according to reports on social media, Meeks was restrained by a man, right? That's the mother that was taking her son to school, right? So, whom on social media identify as the two women's baby daddy, Carlos. So, Carlos had to restrain Ramika, right? She was going after her. She had to restrain her or whatever, right? Now, he allegedly put Meeks in a headlock as his alleged girlfriend / baby mama, Holly Johnson, allegedly ran for her car for a gun and shot Meeks in the face. Videos of the incident have since gone viral, and show first responders attempted to save Meeks. In the video, offender allegedly claimed, "I'm licensed to carry," along with videos of the incident. A note from Meeks and her son is going viral. Okay, so basically Carlos put her in a headlock. Why did Carlos put her in a headlock? I don't know. Maybe they was in a steamy court battle. Maybe she felt some type of way about the other baby mom as his ex-girlfriend. It could have been a myriad of things. All right. What I will say is this: having a child with a woman is one thing. Having a child with a completely different woman is another thing. You got two women that you laid down with, you made a baby with, and now you're responsible for taking care of those children. Now, just because you didn't see eye to eye with this woman, now you move on to the next woman, right? You may not see eye to eye with her, and you move on to the next one. Now, do I think that it was right? No, I don't think it was right at all. I think what he should have did was, no matter what the situation calls for, we all have baby moms, including myself, right? You know what I mean? Everybody don't have one, but the majority, a lot of people have one. A lot of people have one, okay? This is a situation where, in a relationship, I understand you're young, you know, we throw so many different things out here, right? I don't need you, screw you, later with you, you ain't this, you ain't that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a young person not really clearly thinking how they should move. Now, I'm not any different, because I've had my problems with my child's mom is well documented, and we was up and down, and it was just no fun, and you know, but as time went on, cooler heads prevailed. We was able to, you know, somehow, some way get married. I mean, we, you know, obviously since then we've gotten divorced, but we're still really good friends. And you know, we just both working and we doing what we gotta do for the child. You know what I'm saying? You know, we make sure that everything that we need to do is accounted for. Make sure my child has the best possible life that she could possibly have. If it means that I have to suffer for her to shine and for her to look good, by all means, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So, every situation in life is not going to be like that. I know my situation is obviously the way you would want a situation to end up going forward. Yeah, we had a lot of contention. We was going back and forth. No one lost their life. No one went to prison. No one got hurt. Right? We might have emotionally got hurt, but we didn't physically get hurt. So, in this particular case, Carlos had two women fighting over him. You know, I'm guessing he was feeling himself. You know, he enjoyed that. Some of these young guys, they like that. They like it when they see girls fighting over them. It makes them feel like more of a man or whatever, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not gonna make you more of a man, having these two chicks fighting over you. I'm not with the smoke. I'm not with all that. I just want peace in my life. I just want peace and quiet. You know what I mean? You know, have some fun here or there, but, you know, overall, I just want some peace. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to, you know, my family and, you know, people that I'm in a relationship with. So, clearly, this situation was not like that, because Ramika might have been upset. She might have been salty about the other chick, right? You know what I mean? And we all have seen the stories where the two baby moms is fighting and going back and forth at each other. And they fighting over this guy. Meanwhile, he over here screwing this chick. And he back over here, he leave his girlfriend and go over here and screw the baby mom. Then back over to this chick. Oh, I wasn't doing nothing. And they back and forth. And it's a whole big ghetto mess. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, in this particular situation, she lost her life over some mess. what she could have did was just drop him off. Just if you don't want to, if y'all break up and he got a girlfriend, just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a situation like that, just let the situation be. Don't go back and forth with the fighting and all the screaming and hollering. If, like, for instance, for me, like, I have my child's mom, right? And another guy come along. I'm not going to go after this guy and be like, yo, man, what's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing all that, bro. It's not even worth it. At the end of the day, none of us own any of us. Meaning, I don't own you, you don't own me, okay? Which means we can make a clear decision as to what we want to do and how we want to do it. Whether it lines up with what you want or it don't. It don't matter, okay? And you got to respect that person's opinion, right? So if you can somehow, some way do that, you'll find yourself 9 out of 10 times skating through life stress-free. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can't lose sleep at night and stop your progress over someone else not wanting you. Yeah, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got divorced. Did it hurt? Of course it got that hurt. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm with you know, the children, the mother of my child, you know what I mean? I love my family. I love them to death. Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. You know what I'm saying? But you got to move on. You got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? What I did was decide to move on, you know what I'm saying? Improve myself, improve my life, and in hopes that, you know, whether one day down the line y'all have a reunion, or it could be somebody else you're improving for, and then you straighten your act up for, and then somebody else come into your life that you never knew that was there, and then all of a sudden, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now life is just like, you know, you feel like you're on cloud 9, you know what I'm saying? Because you found that one person that aligns with what you align with, and now, you know, everything is great. So, you know, unfortunately, when you're young, you don't see that. You just see drama. You just see negativity. You in your feelings. You upset. You screaming. You hollering. You're not thinking with a level head. That's most 20 and 30 something year old, you know, 20s and 30s. I'm going to say the early portion of your 30s, maybe like to the mid 30s, you start really kind of getting your mind right. And then when you get to your late 30s, it's kind of like, I can't be doing all this. And then you move on with life. But all of your 20s and the middle of your 30s, you know what I'm saying? It's just drama central. It's just drama central. If you can, you know, just try to avoid situations like that. No one wins. The child doesn't win. Now this young boy got to grow up without a mom that was taking good care of him, okay? And now his dad, who's with some other woman that shot his mom, little kid in a bad situation altogether. Now the mom that shot the other chick, his girlfriend, that shot Ramika, okay, she's in prison for murder. And guess what? Carlos might be accessory to murder. So now this little boy has no one to look up to. This little boy has no one to follow with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hopefully you got grandma and grandpa or something like that, your aunties, your uncles or something like that. So hopefully he got somebody else in his life that can take care of him and kind of give him the kind of life that, you know, his mom was trying to give him. So you can't guarantee that, but, you know, hopefully you can. You know what I mean? But it's unfortunate right now. It's just, you know, hopefully, like I said, young people can learn from situations like this, because this is definitely not the way that you want to go. It's not the way you want to go. You don't want to live your life like that. You know what I'm saying? And now you done threw your life away all over an argument, upset, and you're not having control over your inner feelings. You got to have control over your inner feelings at all times. If you don't have control over them, people can use you like a puppet. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's no fun being used like a puppet, okay? So, you know, there's that. But rest in peace, Ramika Meeks. You know, hopefully the situation gets better for the young boy as time go on. I know it's going to be rough in the beginning. It's definitely going to be rough. Hopefully he can, you know, he's going to have those, you know, mental thoughts that it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for him growing up. But I mean, you know, hopefully somehow, some way he can snap into it and, you know, make a better life for himself as he get older. Hopefully he get around the positive influences and better people and, you know, make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? So stay away from drama, y'all. Stay the hell away from drama. If it's some drama, leave. Don't just say you leaving. Leave. You don't have to investigate. You don't have to check on stuff. Just leave. Just cut people off, period. You got to have that tunnel mind. You got to have that tunnel vision That way you can keep going and do better for yourself. And I promise you, somebody cut you off, they don't want to be with you, they left you, this, and the third. Go out there and prove yourself and do way better than they've ever seen you do. And I promise you, on everything I love, they will knock on your door again, okay? That's when you can tell them, thanks, but no thanks. I respectfully decline your offer. So, but with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. Bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. I'm my normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. All my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Smash that like button. It'll help me push these videos out to several people that need to see this video. Maybe it can impact their lives and change them for the better. Save them from a situation, right? So do that, and I greatly appreciate it. Come visit me on my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, Facebook, all my social media platforms, obviously listed right here. And come visit me in the merch store. So we actually get into the wintertime. Not really wintertime, but it's the end of the summer, going to the fall, and then probably fastly approaching the winter. Before you know it, it'll be here like that. So go and grab yourself a hoodie, you know what I'm saying, and represent the channel, and I definitely appreciate it. With all that being said, I love every single one of y'all. I thank y'all for coming out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I gotta get to the scene, notes. I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys. I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's